Everybody, and welcome to the Keet and Bait 15-year anniversary video special. For this video, we're going to be doing a collection video for you guys. This will take about 6 parts to do, but it's a good discussion about childhood, growing up, and the things that we love doing. So thank you guys for being part of the channel for quite some time. Now, I know we did this before in the 10-year anniversary, but we're updating it. So here we go, starting with the NES, since I got a lot more things, and Bait's got a lot more things to show you too. Hey Bait, how you doing?
Hey, good. How about you?
Pretty great. Alright, we're gonna start here. I was about the age when the NES control deck came out, and that came bundled with Super Mario Bros. Can't go wrong. The next piece of my NES collection is going to be the controllers, of course. They came in a 2-pack. You ever spilled anything on your controllers before, Bait?
Oh yeah, many times. That's, I think, how my N64 joystick got all,
Oh, I could see. Sticky. The NES Zapper. The Zapper for the NES. How's that for a detailed explanation of this item?
Yeah, it's more like Wii stuff where you point to the screen. Wow.
Oh, Mike got me this, the NES 4-score. Now, there's only a couple games. Actually, I only own one game that's 4-player friendly, and that is Monopoly on the NES.
The NES 4-score. Did you get it 7 years ago?
Whoa! 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 Oh my! Oh my! Whoa! Oh my! So the answer is no, I didn't get it 7 years ago. 4-score and 7 years ago, rather. The NES cleaning kit, just in case you need to clean your machine. Here we go, the first game, the Super Mario Bros. Anything to say about this game, Bait?
Blonde Blumo.
Yeah, he's very blurry over there when I zoom in, but yes, what is that? Anyway, this is the old Mario Bros. That is a 5-screw cartridge as well. Duck Hunt, which does require the NES Zapper, which is why I had to get that. So this is another 5-screw game. Bait, any thoughts about Duck Hunt?
Duck Hunt was pretty cool. Yeah.
You know what I find interesting? I find it interesting that back in the day they were gray zappers, but if you look at the box art, it displays an orange zapper, which was not released yet. They didn't have that color yet. Hogan's Alley, this requires the NES zapper once again.
Wow, kind of like first-person shooter, but for NES. Wow.
Yeah. Baseball for the Nintendo NES. Bait, I know some of these are new additions to the collection that you may have not seen from the one for a 10-year anniversary video. Coming at you next is Pro Wrestling for the NES. Bait, do you think Hulk Hogan's in this game? Do you think Ted DiBiase's in this game? No, they are not. This is Nintendo's take on a wrestling game. Legend of Zelda, the very first for the NES. Now, I did mention in the other video that, yeah, if you want to collect 5-screw cart, non-rev A, circle, baggy, hole in it, it's probably my most expensive NES game, just in terms of it being in first print and outstanding quality. But Bait, do you have anything to say about The Legend of Zelda? Because I first played this game at your old house.
Although when I was little, I used to, like, I was treated as if it was Mario, you know, just going through level. I never understood missions.
Yeah, I'm glad you brought that up. Little Keet used to constantly go to the right side of the screen, and whenever I hit the water, I was like, well, now where do you go? The next game is Jaws for the NES. Now, a lot of people hate this game. I actually think it's okay. I really like the box art.
Yeah, definitely the box art.
Coming at you next is Super Mario Bros. 2, baby!
Oh yeah, now that is a great box. Yeah.
But let me stop you there, Bait. We got Toad. Toad is the character who beats the game. Toad is the character who uses no warp zones. Toad is the character who can pick up every enemy and throw them with lightning speed. Toad is the one who leads the charge. Toad is the one who's gonna lead this country to greatness. Toad! The Legend of Zelda 2. The Adventure of Link. Now, this game is a slight departure from its previous version. However, I have no experience with this game as a kid. We had the first one, you and I, Bait, but not the second. Which makes sense because Little Keet and Little Bait struggled in every subject, actually. Next is Bubble Bobble. My vote right here for the best multiplayer on the console. WrestleMania, here we go, the first WWF wrestling game on the console. That's a great cover. I think if I was a kid in the store and I saw that as the cover, as the game, I'd be like, wait, look, they released Boganister on the Nintendo!
Whoa!
Wow! I'm gonna bring this home right now and slurp down this Capri Sun and eat some Pizza Hut! Wowee! Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles for the Nintendo. Now, this game was awkward. Let me ask you something, Bait. Let me ask you something. If you were making a game for the Nintendo, which can support 2 players natively, don't you think you'd make this a 2-player game? Let me ask you another question. Let me put it to you like this instead. If there's 4 turtles, and you could play 2 people on the machine at the same time, how many turtles do you think you'd make playable at the same time in this video game?
It's like a crime to make a turtle.
Yeah, exactly. It is a crime.
1-player game.
Super Mario Brothers 3, Bait. Because I can't remember. Remember in the first Mario Bros, player 1 is Mario. Mario beats the first level. At that point, player 2 is Luigi, gets very excited because he goes, hey, great job beating stage 1. Let's see how I do on stage 2. And what happens, Bait? Mario pops up again and Mario has to do the second level. It will not switch to Luigi until Mario dies. However, I wonder if they corrected that issue in this game. I'm pretty sure they did.
I thought on Mario Bros. 3, you beat the level, then switches the other person.
Dr. Mario! You know what actually, fun story. See the viral guys? Oh, let me point them out. I haven't done that in a while. See these guys?
Oh yeah.
Alright, we're talking little Keet and little Bait, like what, 4? Maybe 5? When our parents would play this game, Bait and I would dance as the viruses, and whenever they would, like, whenever you'd blow one up, we'd do the little shake thing that they would do, and then whenever their color was gone and they were completely exterminated, Bait and I would jump backwards onto the couch as if we were dead.
Oh yeah.
We got Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 2, the arcade game. This one was really great, really outstanding. You gotta like that box art. It's the turtles on skateboards crashing through a brick wall. Alright, then we have the only 4-player game I have, Monopoly for the Nintendo. This was probably the cheapest... No, the Super Nintendo one was the cheapest I ever bought on eBay, I think. I won an auction for 99 cents. And here's the first Mario Golf game, Bait. This is probably a new addition to my collection you haven't seen yet, but it's NES Open Tournament Golf, and there's Mario sporting the red, white, and blue. There you go, Bait. Here's the game we played a lot of. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 3, The Manhattan Project. Now, this is indeed 2-player.
Sure is. Yeah, that's a great one right there.
And the next NES game is Yoshi. It's another puzzle game, a lot like Dr. Mario, but it's like a stack 'em up kind. WrestleMania Steel Cage Challenge.
Ooh, now it's the Hitman era.
It is. What do you think about that cast on the cover?
That is really cool. And the fact that you can actually fight in a cage this early.
Alright, and the next game is Yoshi's Cookie, the superior title for Yoshi puzzle games, Yoshi Cookie.
That's a great game.
Yeah, me and Mike played this when he came down, and we played it on the old Globo-Vision, Bait. Mike got to experience that beast. And we're getting near the end of the NES games. Jurassic Park is coming at you. Bait, I think you played this. I'm pretty certain you borrowed it, actually.
Yeah, I did. Yeah, JP was cool.
Oh, Kirby's Adventure! This is a super solid and fun title. Bait, you had to enjoy this. I don't think I've met anyone who does not appreciate what this game stands for. You know what they say about games like this, Bait? This game separates the men from the people who do not deserve to live.
Oh yeah. Kirby's Adventure. Oh man, one of the best. Wow, NES in '93 too. That's pretty impressive.
Yeah, this is a late bloomer for sure, isn't it?
That's halfway through SNES's run. Wow.
Oh hey, guess what? That's my last NES title. So guess what? You're up, Bait. Show us something out of your collection.
Nintendo Powers.
Yeah.
Yeah, what can we say about Nintendo Powers? Well, yeah, they're pretty awesome. So it's time. Turn this camera around. We're gonna go to my Nintendo Power shelf. Here we go. Here's just a little bit of an overview of my Nintendo Power collection. I wanted to just start it off like this so you can kind of see the characters. on the sides when they're lined up in a row like this.
Was your first issue of Nintendo Powers, subscription-wise, the same as my first issue, the Mario Party issue?
Sure was.
Do you have that one to show?
Oh, yeah. Do like a lucky guess here. That's not it.
Tonic Trouble, so close, one issue away.
Wow.
There you go, that was the first issue both Bait and I subscribed to. Now, Bait was buying them in the store before that, correct?
Yeah, I did manage to get... I may have all the 98s just from pickups from the store, because I think even in like 99 and 2000 they still have 98 issues in the store, which is pretty.
Hey Bait, with all those Nintendo Power magazines, don't you think you could start a Bates and Noble? Oh! That was a good joke.
Sure was.
I'm proud of that one. Hey, that's a nice issue. Is that Mario Paint? That's a cool issue.
Yeah, better believe it. That's a good one right there. I'm trying to find the Mario Kart one.
Super Mario Kart, a nice one. Keep going until you pull out a really dull issue, which, by the way, getting them in the mail and you see like some kind of like...
Gabby Roo!
It's a cat!
Hello, Gabby Roo. Apparently Gabby Roo wanted to be involved.
Gabby Roo, you're not a Nintendo Power. Get out of here.
Sorry, Gabby Roo. What?
Perfectly timed cat photo bomb.
I got it. Oh, that was one of my favorite issues.
Very nice.
Because that mysteriously had Yoshi's Island in it, even though Yoshi's Island was at least like 6 months old. I'm surprised they put it in that issue.
Yeah, perhaps Zav's favorite issue as well.
Oh wow, yeah, Zav's got some good takes, but I also really like the Yoshi's Island issue.
Red Hawk has a butterfly on his nose.
Oh yeah, it sure does. that is true.
Yoshi's Von Chichimore, the Italian version, right?
Oh yeah. The 98s are more beat up.
Issue 100. I just see issue 100 sticking out.
Oh yeah. You know what? I didn't even know I had it. I bought it more recently though. I mean from eBay.
Oh, nice.
I never had it when I was little, but I forgot that I actually got it in a deal. It was a good deal. I think I got it in. It was like one of those deals that had like 5 different ones for a pretty good price.
Oh, nice. Like a bulk lot?
Yeah, yeah, bulk lot of some sort.
Yeah, those are nice. Whoa, wait a sec. What's in there?
But then this is where they continue though.
Oh, so they're not lined up. Oh, those are some cool issues though. Oh, hey, I think that was technically my last subscriber issue, the one you just showed, the Star Fox one.
I think you're right, yeah.
I think you subscribed for one more year after that.
I did, actually, yeah.
Pretty good that you kept it going. I regret not keep going, but I ended up buying them later anyway.
You know, strategy guides.
Cool.
Comic.
Very cool. To be continued.
Definitely one of my favorite cartoon characters. What could she have to do with part 2?
That rhymed.
Find out soon. A lot of rhymes there.
We're gonna take it over into the Game Boy now. Now, I did not show this at all in the 10-year anniversary video. So you're seeing it here for the first time in the 15-year anniversary special. Let's get into it. This is the Game Boy.
Yeah, you did skip the handheld on that first.
I did. Now, to have a first print box over here, you're gonna want to find copies that have green screen images of the titles. If they are vividly green, like this thing plays a vividly green display, then you know you have a first print Game Boy box.
That is really good.
This came bundled with Tetris, by the way. Tetris I could see being a solid title to have as your launch game on a Game Boy. My next feature in the Game Boy collection is the battery pack, because Game Boy ran on a viciously brutal amount of AA batteries, and we don't like that. So here's the battery pack, you plug it in the wall and play away. Next is the Game Boy printer.
Ooh, that came later, but yeah, great accessory right there.
Yeah, this is in my accessory portion, not the game portion, so this did come out quite a bit later, significantly later, but there you go, there's the Game Boy printer. What a cool device that was for the time, huh? And here's the Game Boy link cable, almost used exclusively for Pokemon, but a lot of games tried to adapt a reason for its existence. But here's the Game Boy cleaning kit, but it's sealed, so it's gonna have doo-doo pants. It's gonna have doo-doo pants Rodriguez all over it. Super Mario Land, there's your first Mario game for the Game Boy.
Wow, yeah, you know, I'm more used to, I played 6 golden coins, but I don't recall ever playing this one.
Right, oh yeah, that one was far more popular. This was the first of them though. If you take a look over here, green screen images, if you remember what I said. On the back of the box there's also green screen images. That's to let you know if you have a very first print, because they literally took a camera and took a picture of the Game Boy screen to get those cameras. Not the best way or quality to do it, but hey, that's how they went with it for the first print only. Well, here we go, baseball for the Game Boy. I had it on NES, and look, there's a little Mario on the cover.
Well, this one has Mario. Oh, nice.
Yep. Eat me.
It's Mario Baseball.
It's Mario Baseball. Mike got me this. This is F1 Race. The big ticket item here is, as you can see down here, this is the 4-player adapter. So you could do 4 people doing a 4-player Game Boy game. This is probably one of the few games that supports that. Kirby's Dream Land. There's that white little puffball we all know and love, right, Bait?
Yeah, there he is. That white puffball that we know and love.
That friendly little white supremacist Kirby that we all know and love. Look at him.
Man, that is a cool box.
He doesn't let any trespassers in his dreamland.
Oh, absolutely not.
Absolutely not. Anyway, this was of course an outstanding game. Super Mario Land 2, 6 golden coins, Bait.
That was great. Great commercial.
Wario. Destroy Mario. The very hypnotic commercial from the 90s. Next we have The Legend of Zelda Link's Awakening, perhaps the best portable Zelda game. And it's the first one. This is my most expensive Game Boy game, by the way. I think I spent over $200 for the game and easily over $50 for the guide at the time that I bought these. I'm sure they're worth more now, but yeah, this is my most expensive Game Boy game.
It makes sense though, because Zeldas generally are pricier.
Verschmeldo.
Kind of a cross between Italian and Swedish.
Kirby's Pinball Land! This is a new one that you probably haven't seen, but yeah, this is, I don't know, it's a little hard to tell, but it's, the box is adorable, because on the sides of the box is the flippers for the pinball machine. Can you see that?
Oh, Kirby's not white here.
No, he isn't! Try telling him that. Oh, we're terrible.
Whoa! That's the dude in the background. Whoa!
Wow, he needs some milk. All right, Wario Land for the Game Boy. This is maybe the best Game Boy title.
I think it is too. I love that game. I played that one a lot.
Anyway, the music is outstanding in this game. Everything about this game is outstanding. It just works perfectly for the Game Boy handheld. It's all you could want and more out of a Game Boy experience. Donkey Kong Land, it's time to expand on the Game Boy. They like to doing that for some reason, land on Game Boy.
Better than Donkey Kong. Oh yeah, you're right, because the Super Mario ones are Super Mario Land. Also.
Alright, what's the next game, Keet? I'll show you, thanks for asking. It's James Bond 007 for the Game Boy.
Oh, got a K to A rating.
Oh yeah, you wouldn't think kids would be able to, I mean, look at it. What is so kid-friendly about James Bond? Name one thing about James Bond that a kid should do. Do you think it's heavy drinking bait? Do you think it's gambling bait? Do you think kids should be gambling? Do you think they should be driving?
Also a hard no.
Do you think they should be watching TikTok?
Also no.
That's the most dangerous thing for them. Next we have Wario Land 2. This game is not nearly as good as the first one, rather disappointing, but oh yeah, Mike got me this during one of the Christmas videos. Then we have the Game Boy camera bait. You know what, we should make an OnlyFans, but using Game Boy camera images only.
Oh yeah.
The OnlyFans would just be called Keet's Feet, and it would be Game Boy pictures only.
We actually did take a lot of different pictures of it.
No, we did. What we used to do, sorry, I'm joking. What we used to do is when we did our old wrestling shows with our figurines, we would use the Game Boy camera, take pictures, and then type over the pictures and say, like, the main event tonight, or like, King of the Ring is happening, and then we would make WWF magazine articles, but in picture style like that. So we basically used this as a WWF magazine for old Wrestling Federation shows.
Now that's thinking outside of the box.
Yeah, what do kids do nowadays? I guess we already discussed that they just like all imitate each other on TikTok and they all do the same dances and that's it. But like me and Bait, we're doing this.
Oh yeah.
Very different. Very different times.
Oh yeah.
Well, that was a cool story. Here's Pokemon. Obviously no backstory here. No one likes Pokemon. Next game. No, Pokemon, Bait had Pokemon Red, I had Pokemon Blue, and we did the Pokemon thing, and it was good. I like traveling from town to town. Training and leveling up Pokemon is the biggest waste of time, and I can't think of any, like, if this game all it was training the Pokemon, it would be the worst game on Game Boy. But if because of the music and everything else that's in the game, it's one of the best Game Boy games. It's time to say goodbye to our friendly Keet and Bait viewers. That's it of the collection video. Let me know if there's a game or a Nintendo Power magazine that Bait really needs, or a game that I really need in my collection in the comments. Let us know the things you have, the things that you guys collect. Thank you for being part of this channel for 15 years.